Welcome to Rebuke All Devils Radio 107.7, home of the truth. Subscribe to our channel and receive breaking news, world news, along with a variety of truth music on our playlist. If you would like to join us or advertise, email us at rebukealldevils.radio 107.7 at yahoo.com. Home of the truth and shalom.
Hey, and I got this breaking news. I dropped a story earlier about the mass shooting up there in Half Moon Bay with the suspect named Zhao Chun Li. And the question that I wanted to ask, man, is are these people going crazy? And are they really and truly a threat to society and a threat to the community? Because I've never really seen anything like this. I've never seen anything like this before. And it's really concerning, because it's a sad day in America when one life is lost. It's a sad day across the world when one life is lost in any country, in any land. But when you have these people that's running around and killing 7 and 11 people, it was 7 people that this gentleman right here killed. He killed 7 people. This devil right here, and he's a devil too. This devil right here, he killed 11 people, and then he killed himself. So he took 12 lives on top of his own, and he took 7. So between both of these demons, that's what, 19 lives? 19 people are gone forever at the hands of these 2 people right here. And I'm not even lying, man. I don't know if I should be worried when I see people that look like that or not. And I'm not being stereotypical, because there's plenty of times, I walk by cars and stuff, and you hear the doors lock and stuff like that, and women clench their purses and stuff when we walk by, just because of the way we look. But I'm just simply saying that, I thought I was nervous, you know what I'm saying, when I see people like this. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm nervous seeing people that look like this. And I'm not even being funny about the situation. I think it's quite alarming that almost 20 people have been killed by Asians. They killed their own people on top of that. So, what kind of bill is the president gonna sign into law to stop people like this? What are you gonna do about this, Mr. President? Because I think this needs your attention, and I think you need to do something to keep weapons out of dangerous people's hands that look like this, that are going around inflicting pain on our community. You have to do something about it. What's going to happen tomorrow? Is this a trend? Is this like some kind of TikTok trend or something? What is honestly and truly really going on? I don't understand, man. My heart is sad. I feel sick. It was a tragedy trying to understand what happened. You know what I'm saying, up there in California on Monterey Bay. I understand. You know what I'm saying, from a spiritual perspective, but just comprehending that many people being killed. That's never a good day. And right when that was the news for today, then you have this right here. So I don't know, man. What y'all think, YouTube? What do y'all think? Drop your comments down below. Don't forget to. Oh, you know what? Let me give y'all a little rundown on this. I think I gave y'all a rundown on it a little bit earlier, but let me play a little bit for y'all right quick. Check this out.
San Mateo County, where deputies are on the scene of those 2 separate shootings with multiple victims. Both of those shooting locations in Half Moon Bay.
And in just the past 15 minutes, our chopper spotted a man being taken into custody at the Half Moon Bay Sheriff's Substation. A law enforcement source tells us that suspect drove himself there, and deputies found him in the parking lot.
Here's a look from our camera on the ground right now. This is the different view of that suspect being taken into custody. You can see he has a red shirt and a vest. Looks like it is some kind of fleece, and a tan or white colored hat. But obviously in cuffs right now. He was taken through these gates and then taken inside the substation. We're told that substations where officials will be briefing the media at some point. As soon as that happens, we will bring it to you live.
Again, we're looking at two different shooting scenes here. Unclear if they're related quite yet. That's still information we're working on. One is at a trucking supply company along Highway 1. The other is at the Mountain Mushroom Farm along Highway 92 in the Spanish Town area. Our Len Ramirez arrived on scene there in just the last 30 minutes. Len, quite the last 30 minutes we've just witnessed that you saw firsthand. What can you tell us? What's happening there now?
Well, right now there are still dozens of law enforcement officials, San Mateo County Sheriff's units and investigators. More are arriving all the time, as well as traffic on Highway 92. So it's quite a scene here with a lot of commotion and a lot of traffic as well. You can see that the investigators and other personnel from an ambulance company and forensic teams are here. They have focused their attention on an area behind the blinking lights there, pretty far up the hill there. You can see some of the white shed buildings. That is apparently where a lot of the attention is focused right now. When we arrived here, things were relatively calm for the situation involved, and officers were walking around and talking to people, things like that. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they started running, jumping into their cars and taking off as quickly as possible, literally tearing out of here to get onto Highway 92 and to get to the sheriff's substation, which is just about half a mile away from here. When that happened, the suspect was apparently driving around and then decided to turn himself into the sheriff's office substation there in Half Moon Bay, and that's where all of the officers were headed out. So a very remarkable situation right now to have witnessed a scene go from relative calm to panicky and urgent by the enforcement officers taking off and getting out of here. But we now know that the suspect was turning himself in, and it was a situation that they were trying to get to make sure that they had as many law enforcement people around that area, just in case this was some sort of diversionary tactic, and things could obviously go bad quickly. Now here come a few more lights and sirens into the area. We're just going to kind of see what's going on here. Looks like unmarked as well as marked units and a SWAT team member just getting out. That is apparently, I would venture to guess at this point, don't want to guess too much, but that would have the earmarks of the suspect being taken to headquarters. He was accompanied by a SWAT team member who's in fact in the car right behind us. You heard the honking of the horn right there. That was one of the SWAT officers who's pulling out. Vince, he's right behind you right now, so please just be careful as they take off. But and he's going lights and sirens as well. So I would say that they probably had that suspect in one of the vehicles that we were trying to show you just now, taking him back over the hill to the sheriff's department and to obviously a jail situation in the city of Redwood City where the headquarters are. So just another remarkable situation here happening live as we're describing it for you. Back to you.
Yeah, it's unnerving to hear those sirens, Len. It made you curious. Gosh, is there another thing unfolding now? But it looks, from what you can see, it's hard for us to see, but from what you can see, it looks like that was probably the suspect being taken to a bigger sheriff's station, though, you think?
Exactly. We don't want to, get ahead of ourselves here with the information, but based on what I've seen of situations like that, that's exactly how it looks when they've got a suspect in custody. They've got maybe 4 or 5 other cars around him just in case, something happens and there's some sort of an ambush situation. They have SWAT team members with that vehicle as they're taking him to the headquarters. So just it apparently has wrapped up at the location of the substation, is now going downtown.
And so there you have it, man. And so, I don't know if it's got something to do with this pagan holiday. Excuse me. The lunar year, or whatever they celebrating. I don't know if it's done brought some kind of spirits out or whatever, but it seemed like these people are going crazy, man. And I'm not being rude, but you have to be crazy for 19 Asians to be dead right now in less than 2 days, or at the very most in a 48-hour time span. 19 Asians are dead at the hands of their own people. Now hold on. Now let me say this right quick. Let me clarify. I don't know if this guy right here killed 7 Asians, so I do apologize about that. I did get ahead of myself. I cannot confirm that the 7 victims were all Asians, so let me apologize about that. What I can say is he killed 11 Asians. On top of himself, make 12. So we know that for a fact. And then the 7 people that he killed today equals 19 people that are dead. So my apologies about misspeaking, first at the beginning of the broadcast, you know what I'm saying? I was just under the impression that if it was anything like what he did, he killed 7 of his own people. But we will find out at a later time the nationality of those victims. So my apologies for misspeaking on that, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, my heart and prayers and condolences do go out to the victims. But I think this is a very, very important moment right now. And I think everybody need to stay vigilant and keep their eyes open, And and with that being said, I say stay safe and shalom.